All right, well, we were gonna wake up at like 5 a.m. and go fish, but it is 9:30, so let's just go fishing. So peace. All right, well, we're at the spot. It's looking pretty spicy. There's no wind, luckily, and we're pulling out all the tackle. We're gonna get on the water soon and hopefully catch a few fish, because this place, I've heard some pretty good stuff about it. And finally we're here, and we're gonna start slinging some baits and hopefully catch some fish. Let's go. That spot's stacked. All right, Casey has hooked up on 2 fish already at this spot, which I wasn't expecting right off the bat, but he ran over to this location. It's kind of shallow, and apparently these fish are pretty stacked. So I'm gonna go head over and fish around him. Maybe I can get 1 or 2. Oh yeah, the current. That's where it's at. Do you see that giant shadow?
Yeah, there's nothing here, dude.
Dude, I didn't even know this flowing water was here, but this is huge. This is gonna play a big role in catching fish today. It's pushing all these small organisms and such in here, providing some food. You got another one? Dang! Wish I brought the jerk bait. Sick.
God, I love this place. Look how fat this guy is. Holy crap.
It's all that current. Another one? Oh my gosh, dude, I think I'm just pulling it from him. There's one. There's one. There we go. Yeah, they're stacked in this current. That is for sure.
Yep,
double up. Double up, baby.
Oh, mine came off.
Oh, yours came off? Dang, these fish are chunky. Let me show you. Look at the colors on them too. They're so bright. Like, these fish are crazy. They're not a usual pattern like you'd see on a largemouth. They're so brightly colored. But yeah, sick. Got one on the drop shot. You know, if I knew this current was here in the beginning, I would have showed up and started slinging, but Casey came over here pretty quickly and started catching them. So we'll say goodbye to this one. Thanks for biting. That's so sick, dude. That's the spot right there, like right here. That's where they're all just hanging off of that little edge. Oh, you had one again. Oh, you still have them. There you go. That's sick, dude. Dang, that's a really nice fish.
Nice little bucket mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
Huge mouth on this guy.
Look at that.
Nice catch.
Hey, there's only bigger ones to go.
Yes.
Let's go, man. You know, the current is what's really loading our rods up. There's just so many bass stacked up in here. I'm gonna fish parallel with it, but basically what we're fishing right now is it's extremely muddy current. Like, you're not gonna really see much current like this flowing into a pond or a lake, but check it out. This is some like dirt, straight up dirt water. I'm trying to step over, hopefully I don't die. Yeah, but this is what we're fishing. It is by no means clear. This is like the murkiest water you could possibly fish right now. And there's definitely a lot of fish just right up on this bank, or right on this edge. It's like right between the mud and the clear water is where these fish are hanging out. And the water on this side of the lake is extremely murky because of this water flowing in. It's extremely dirty, and it's really hard to see on that side of the lake, but this side is really clear. Like now when I'm walking out, you could actually see into the water. Before, you couldn't really see 2 feet or so into the water. It was really murky, but now we're fishing basically 2 different lakes almost because of this water flow. Next thing you know, I like hook up into one.
Good rods.
Good sand. Got. Oh, this is a nice one. I wasn't even expecting it. Woo! There he is. He's a chunky one. He's fighting so hard though. Look at that. Look at that fish. Oh, he's barely hooked too. Got him. Boom. Right on the drop shot. Let's go, baby. Peace out, buddy. Have a good time. Eat up. Get big. Eat those worms. Eat those bait fish. You're catching them on the crank. I'm catching them on the drop shot. I really don't want to run back to my bag because I might have to. This worm isn't going to last very long. You had one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fishing this drop off and it seems to be holding quite a few fish. The water's a lot more clear here and the fish seem to be a little more active because they're able to see and they're able to eat whatever they see. So when we were on the other side, I would be casting out and I mean, if I was a fish, I wouldn't be able to see my drop shot or any other kind of bait. So it would have been a lot harder to catch some fish on the other side of this lake than it would be here because this side is much clearer. We're able to sort of sight fish. I haven't really seen any fish. I've caught all my fish just fan casting, but it's been pretty good. Pretty good so far. I've got 2 fish. Casey has like 4 or 5. And we're gonna keep slinging our baits and keep catching some fish. So much water to fish and so many fish to catch. There we go, that's perfect. Hopefully when we head back to that current, it's still pumping and producing some fish. So yeah, if it's still producing, we're gonna keep catching. You say carp? Oh, geez. Yeah, those are monsters. Yeah, I saw them. You think they're mating? Wonder if the GoPro picked it up. It's far away though. Those are some master, I was gonna say those are some master fish. Those are some massive fish. Imagine swimming in here. Oh, those are huge.
I know.
Those are like 30s. Imagine what kind of carp are in here.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to stand. Wind.
This body of water is so much bigger than I thought. To think that we caught those fish over there and they're like 3 pounds maybe. Like this is the biggest one that we caught. Yeah, there's probably some pretty big ones in here. Oh dude, massive carp. Right at my feet. There you go. Right off of that same spot too. There's a rattlesnake behind you?
There's a rattlesnake right behind you.
That must be his cave. Yeah, that's where he lives. He could have stepped on that thing setting the hook. Want me to let him go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong.
All yours. But yeah, here's Casey's fish. Say goodbye. It's more crystal clear. Well, not crystal clear, but it's some more clear water. We're not fishing what we have been lately, but we're definitely fishing a special body of water.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah, it was a rattlesnake. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
So that perch, oh, I had one. It's just a little perch. I knew there was some in here, so that jerkbait idea was pretty good. If I had waders, I could probably wade all the way out there. You see him? There's two of them now. Oh, there we go. There we go. Way off in the distance too. Dang, these fish fight. Let me tell you. Come here.
Look at the carp.
He's swimming right at me. Yeah, there's so many carp. What do you have on?
I don't know. It was huge though. It came off.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm gonna get this bass. He's hooked pretty good. There we go. Got another one. We're waiting here at this spot. There's so many carp, so many bass just hanging off here, and they're munching. It's been a pretty good day so far. All right, plane. Why you gotta interrupt my video? Come on, man. All right, anyway, I'm gonna let this guy go. Thanks for biting the drop shot. Peace.
I like a fish.
All right, literally casting right off this island, and these fish are just hanging right off of the edge. Right where the sand breaks off into weeds, that's where these fish are hanging off at. See? Right there. All right, well, this spot was good. I slayed him on the drop shot right here, fishing off these edges where the weeds and the sand meet up. And Casey was killing it with this 2.5 square bill crankbait by KVD. It has been a pretty solid day so far fishing this quarry here. We'll definitely be back here, but who knows when, because I don't know, we're pretty busy. Good stuff. We've had a good day, and we're gonna close it there. So catch you guys when we're leaving. All right, well, it's been a fun day out here. We're fishing quite an interesting place. I'm gonna give you guys a little look. But, you know, it's been pretty good. This is kind of a secretive quarry. It's backed up literally in the middle of nowhere. We're in like a construction site. I got permission to fish here, and I took Casey along, and we ended up catching them real nice. So I didn't know there was flowage over at the other side, but since there was, that made it a lot easier to target these fish and made a lot more sense why it was a little murky. Because usually quarries are pretty dang clear. But it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for sticking around for this video. And be sure to stay tuned for some more. So, peace. Oh yeah, baby.